RLCraft is one of the most overrated modpacks ever created for Minecraft. Or is it? I mean, besides the French Revolution in 1789, RLCraft did a great job in 2019 for Minecraft version 1.12 in bringing a somewhat challenging experience for Minecraft players, and it was brutal. I can even remember the much younger version of myself seeing Dante there for the first time trying this modpack and obviously dying over and over again. And now since the hype is gone and we got a sequel to the original modpack which is called RLCraft DREGORA, it's time to address some of the issues of both of the packs. But before sending me straight messages and telling me in the comment section, let me break down my opinion. Also, before starting the video, I just wanted to say that I have actually played both of the RLCraft versions. I survived a total of 200 days in normal RLCraft and 100 days in DREGORA, so I do have experienced every single aspect of the games. Except this one, I just found this today. Anyway, back to the video. Let's start with the game's difficulty, where I don't really have much problems for it if it wasn't for the random one-shot mobs. Before telling me to get good, let's face the truth right here. None of us want to get one-shotted by a random skeleton, which is really nerve-wracking. Look, I get it, skeletons can deal a lot of damage to the players if they aim for the head, there's nothing wrong with that, but they didn't have to give you the aimbot for headshots. Fortunately, this won't happen after you get a set of decent armors, which I mean at least a full diamond armor, but then you still have to worry about parasites from the lost cities, which is a whole different topic on its own, so we'll get to that later. This won't be a problem for the hardcore fans of the game, but we're talking about the majority of the players and not the players who have spent hours of playtime in the pack. So try blocking the arrows with a shield or just die. I don't think there are any other ways to counter the skeletons. You can try putting on a helmet, but it won't really change anything. You're going to get two-shotted instead of one-shotted. This leads me on our next topic, which is dying. So if you're an RLCraft player, you know that if you don't set your spawn point, you're going to spawn somewhere completely different and chance of getting back to your death spot is close to zero. Actually, it's completely zero since you can't even see your coordinates in the F3 menu. The only way you can see them is by using a compass, which you don't really have that after dying. But wait, you're not done yet. Then you need to get super lucky to not get your spawn near a dragon or much worse alongside these desert mobs. So if that happens to you or you get a spawn inside the ocean, just kill yourself and hopefully get a better spawn. It just doesn't make any sense to add this feature into a mod pack other than just making it harder and not challenging. Those are two completely different terms. The simplest explanation I can give to that is making a game harder usually just means it ends up being frustrating and exhausting, while challenging comes with a learning curve and the sweet feeling of being rewarded for your effort. One good example of this are the battle towers. You may die trying to destroy the spawners and climb the tower, but if you overcome the challenge, the loot will become better and better as you continue the tower and face a tower golem at the end. Or just loot every single chest from the outside. That also works pretty well. Another one of the problems which I have also encountered in many other mod packs is the replayability. First of all, let's go over the skill tab. I don't really hate the skill tab, it's actually a good thing in my opinion, but it kills the fun of replaying the game. It just feels like a boring task you need to do each time before you can try out new weapons and armors, and especially using the most simple items through the game, like why can't use the anvil in the early game? Or much worse being the crop, so you're telling me I can't pick up a goddamn carrot since I don't have the skills? Even a 5-year-old could do that. At least you can get experience from picking crops, so you should be able to earn back your experience. To make the skill situation much worse, there's also not enough many unique ways of farming XPs in this game. You can either try killing mobs, which is going to take a huge amount of time, and you're probably going to lose a good chunk of it after dying, or choose the battle towers, which can get boring in a second playthrough. One tip I can give you is to just get the important skills so you have the requirements for powerful weapons and armors, and then try upgrading different skills. Just don't forget to keep the balance in your playthrough. Once you know the meta, trust me, you're not using any other weapons. I myself, I tried out a variety of weapons, but when I got my hands on the nunchucks, oh, it just felt magical. The pike also felt pretty good to me, especially the range, but the nunchucks are just built different. You can't just use a diamond one for most of your time, and when you take down a dragon, go for the ice nunchucks. It can freeze mobs, which is really insane. Just hold the attack button and win. What's even a strategy at this point? I mean, there are many ways of getting overpowered in this game. If you get a set of full enchanted dragon armor with a nunchuck, that's going to be enough for you. Plus you can also grind for the golem armor, which is a pain in the ass to grind for, but trust me, it's worth the challenge. Bows are also really overpowered. A maxed out bow, especially with infinity and power, is probably everything you're going to need to kill every 3 major boss in the game. Or go with a set of life steal nunchucks, that also works pretty well. If I want to talk about my own experience with the game, it's definitely not easy to get these items early in the game, since you are going to need levels to use high tier armors and weapons, plus getting the enchantments is a whole grind on its own. I'm done with the original RLCraft. I could chat about some of the game mechanics, such as the temperature bar, which can get really annoying in some scenarios, or how unfair some of the Lycanroc mobs are, but I think those are the things that makes RLCraft special and not just another RPG/hardcore Minecraft mod pack. But now's the time to talk about DREGORA, which got released in 2024, so that's a 5 years gap between these two packs, so you would normally expect a lot of changes to the pack. But no, we got a few changes to the pack, having a brand new dragon type called the Lightning Dragon, which comes with a new set of elemental weapons. We got some brand new structures, new biomes, and that's it. It was more like a huge update to the pack rather than being a completely new game, which was actually even worse in some scenarios. I have already made a video about DREGORA problems, go check that out if you want. I address many of the pack's problems, but since I don't want to just copy paste everything I said in that video right here, I want to share some of you guys' comments about the pack and how it was a letdown for some of the fans. So I had a few comments about the amount of damage players are taking or the meta not changing, but most of the comments were about these two topics. The first one was about the dragons, which I hardly agree on this one. During my own playthrough I encountered many dragons, which was unfair at some point. The first game wasn't that bad with the dragons spawn rate. Sure, there was a dragon about every 2000 blocks, but in DREGORA it's much worse. Not only there are more dragons, but you can also find multiple dragon nests next to each other. Remember, my playthrough was about 8 months ago, so they might have fixed this issue by now, so if they did, please tell me down in the comments. The second problem are the biomes, which is actually a good point. They did add a lot of brand new biomes to the game. It feels a lot more lively than the first game, but most of the biomes are just here to fill the empty space. They mostly have nothing inside them to engage the players in some kind of activities, or they're just simply really bad. For myself, I just don't get the point of this particular biome. There's nothing inside here, like, what am I supposed to do here? Even though I'm talking about the game's problems in this video, I'm not saying that RLCraft is a bad mod pack. If it was bad, I wouldn't have spent 200 days in the base game and 100 days in DREGORA. So give the game a try. You're going to love the pain. So if you have played RLCraft or even the DREGORA, please share your opinion in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hear you guys' opinion about my statements and possibly new topics which I haven't talked about in this video. That's it. Thanks guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. That would really encourage me to make more videos like this one and try to make better content day by day. Stay safe. See you in the next one.